Welcome back to Sports Overtime. Touchscreen telestration time. Brock Gutierrez back in the house, former NFL offensive lineman, CMU Hall of Famer. Chips, unfortunately, taking a bit of a step backwards here this weekend.
This one hurt a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Being the Hall of Fame weekend, got to see a couple of buddies of mine I haven't seen in a long time. One of them, former CMU offensive lineman, gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. Kind of made it a little bit of sour taste in the mouth after losing this one. This was a game should have won.
Unfortunately, turnovers playing a big part in this one.
Yeah, Cooper Rush getting pressure here against just a 4-down rush. Nothing fancy. Shouldn't have any problem at all. You're going to see a slide protection. You've actually got 3 offensive linemen on 2 defenders here. Should gobble this thing up. Shouldn't even be an issue. And you've got a center here, Nick Beamish, who's a solid football player, probably an all-conference player. As a junior, really a fine football player, makes a mistake and hits his right guard, knocks him off a block, and gets a guy clean free to the quarterback. Now, when you look at Cooper Rush here, ideally you want to step up into the pocket and form a nice cup here, and these tackles do a nice job running around. Cooper has nowhere to step up. He gets a defensive lineman right in his face. Problem is, 2 things. The mistake here at offensive line, then Cooper Rush, he needs to see this and get rid of the football, or at worst case, he needs to secure it. He can't allow that football to hit the ground.
Unfortunately, he does. He lets it hit the ground.
Unfortunately, all those things happen. It's just a terrible situation for the Chips. Then you get a good second effort here by Kevin Henry, the right tackle, but they punch it in a couple plays later.
Well, then, unfortunately, Thomas Rawls, usually Mr. Dependable. We talked so many great things about him here last week.
I jinxed him last Friday. I said he doesn't put the football on the ground. He does it twice here. You'll see this. We'll run this tape back and kind of tell you what happened. Thomas Rawls usually runs much lower than the defenders when they come up to tackle him. I don't know if they obviously scouted that, but they tackled him incredibly low in this game. He still got his yards, some tough physical yards. That never changed, just playing the way he normally plays. They got underneath him twice, and this defender, number 21, hits him right where that football is. Ball comes loose. Happened 2 times. Pretty rare to see.
Turnovers, pretty much the name of the game here in this one.
Yeah, you can look at this. This is always nice to see when you can outgain your opponent. This is really indicative of how good their offense was clicking and all those types of things. And really, Chippewas outplayed these guys from a physical standpoint, from a game plan standpoint. They just made too many mistakes. Central Michigan University, the least penalized team in the Mid-American Conference, commit 10 penalties. Going right here, though, tail of the tape, you get 5 turnovers. One of them kind of a garbage turnover, the last interception of the game. 2 fumbles we talked about with the Rawls. 5 turnovers in the game. You're not going to win too many football games, even against a team like Ball State.
So where do they stand right now?
Sitting at 4-4, they've got 4 very winnable games. They got Buffalo this weekend in Buffalo. It's going to be a tough game. Then we've got 2 very winnable games. And then the last game, you got Western Michigan at your big rivalry. It's in Mount Pleasant, but you can throw the records out the window, and Western's certainly getting better down the stretch. I think 7-5, 8-4 is certainly attainable. Get us to a good bowl game. There are 5 bowl games attached with the MAC. We will get a bowl game at 7-5. I think 8-4 is your goal. Certainly attainable. We'll see what happens.
All right, we'll start with Saturday there in Buffalo, 3:30 kickoff. We'll have the highlights on 9 and 10 News Saturday at 11. Brock?
Fire up Chips.
Fire up Chips.